Yeah, we'll try recording today. Ta-da! Qigong! All right. So we're just warming up. It's a little chilly. We're gonna get our bodies feeling so good. Remembering that just a little bit of jiggling, even just very gentle, is so good for our bodies. It helps the up and down motion with our legs, helps our veins push blood back to our heart. And it helps our lymphatic system drain a little better. It also warms us up, gentle warming of the joints. It raises your body temperature. So it's great on cold days like this. And then as we do it, we're gonna come and get a little gentler and put our hands on our lower abdomen and start trying to focus our breath, rooting way down here. Feel that breath come in and go all the way down. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, slowly stop jiggling. Come to stillness. As we stand in our neutral stance, our ready stance, our wuji stance, we let our arms come down to our side. We put a slight bend in our knees, let our low back relax and open. Let that tailbone grow heavy, feel it pull towards the ground. Tuck in the chin, extend the back of the neck. Reach through the back of the neck, out the top of the head, feel it pull the spine upwards. And then again, root that breath. Good. Take a few circle breaths here, inhaling as our arms come up. Exhaling as releasing as our arms come down. Gathering chi. Good. Using this time to gauge the quality of our breath and how our body feels this morning, what feels good, what might want a little extra love and attention during our practice. Give me one more. Good, and then come back to our center stance again, and keeping that spine nice and long and extended, go into swinging arms. Thinking about that movement starting at the ground, coming from the feet and working our way up. Oh. Be sure to give yourself ample space in your house so that your arms can swing freely, unimpeded by paintings or vases. Good. Feel that stretch. Get that twist just a little bigger, turning the head around. Remember, rooting through the feet for this movement. Good. Very good. And then let that start to slow down and come to a stop. Good. Good. Now let's do a little bit of neck opening. So we're just going to drop our chin to our chest. Let it come down. Hold on a minute. All right. Let our chest come to our chin and then let those shoulders roll forward. Good. And then as you inhale, let everything lift the chest, lift the shoulders, expand. Open that chest even more. Give yourself a little arch, extending that neck up and back. And on your exhale, let it come forward and let that come down again, letting that chin come to the chest, letting the shoulders roll in. Inhale, let it open up again, filling those lungs up. And exhale, let that chin come to the chest. Keep going, letting your own breath lead this movement. Nice and gentle, just do what feels good. Good. After your next breath, come back to center. Very good. Let's take our ear to our shoulder. Just opening up that side and come back up to center, and let's go to the other side. And come back up, go to the other side again. And then let's take this hand and bring it right up and gently place it there. We're not pushing, we're just putting a little extra pressure. If you want more of a stretch rather than pushing more with the hand, think about reaching these opposite fingers down towards the ground. That'll lengthen and open those traps along the shoulder. Good, and release. Coming back up to center, and then go to the other side, bringing that hand up. Again, if you want more of a stretch, don't think about pressing with this hand. Think about reaching with this hand, opening up. Wonderful. Come back to center. And then we're going to do little half circles forwards. Bring our ear to our shoulder. And then just bring it forward and over to the other side. And forward and over to the other side. And again. And again. Now we're going to do full circles as we come forward. We prepare and we reach the top of our head back, keeping that neck nice and open. Reaching the top of that head back. Keep that cervical spine extended and long. Good. And let's go back to the other side. If you haven't, switch your direction. Nice, deep, slow breaths. Reaching that head back, keeping that neck long. Oh, very good. And come back to center. Wonderful. Okay, so tuck that chin in. I'm gonna do a little bit of a close-up here today for this. So what I want with my cervical spine is I want to think about tucking in this chin and see how I kind of flatten and lengthen that neck up when I do that. So we're gonna do a little bit of that while you'll be facing forward, and then you'll turn to the right and find something to focus on, and then turn straight ahead, find something to focus on, and then turn to the opposite direction and find something to focus on. Keeping that neck nice and long with that chin tucked. And so being sure you focus on each spot, it'll look like this. We go to one side, find our spot, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side. Do it as quickly as you can while still maintaining your focus. This will help the eyes. And if we keep the chin tucked and that neck long, we'll get right up into that C1, C2, and you'll just feel some nice little stretches in the top of that neck. You guys are doing great. Keep going. Good, and when you finish, meet me back here at center. Fantastic. Now let's go to those big full circles again and see if you can feel any difference after that. I think I have more snaps and crackles now. But those aren't necessarily bad as long as they're not painful. Good, and then let's go to the other direction if you haven't switched yet. Oh, fantastic. Once you feel good and you finish, meet you back here. And let's just lift those shoulders up and down a little bit. Get them moving. Yeah, we can do just some little gentle swings. Very good. Come back to center. We're going to focus on adding a couple of our movements together. So it's kind of like our swinging arms movement. Going to be really slow, and we're going to go with our shoulders. So lift shoulder up, comes down, and sort of back. Yeah. So nice and slow, keeping that spine nice and straight. Very good. And then we're going to switch directions. So if we bring this across, we're going to lift it up and back and up. And so this low one comes across, then it comes up and it swirls back around. Yeah. Hi, do you want to come up here and do Qigong with us? You can. Yeah. Very good. Ah, fantastic. When you finish, come back to center. Let's shake those shoulders out a little bit. And then let's just shake the whole body again. Dogs, get out of the way. Very good. And then we're going to do just a couple big arm swings here. And we'll go the other way. And then let's do some hugs. Oh, fantastic. Good. Come back to center. What that's going to look like, we're going to do circle breath again, but we're going to think about just having this nice big range of motion with the shoulders, and then cross and then come back down. Good. Bend down, bring those hands in, and then we're gonna bring them up, circling out. Yeah. Good. Try and get some more range of motion in there if you can. So when you bring those hands in, try and touch those elbows together. Think about kind of rounding that back. And then up and open. Nothing too painful. We just want this to feel good, a nice little stretch. Give me one more. Good. Let's bring our arms up. And we're gonna cross the hands and interlace the fingers. Good, and then we're gonna bend down and bring the hands to the top of the head. Then we're gonna stretch it up. And release and come back down. And stretch it up. Good, relax, let the arms come down. Good, and we're gonna go back up. And we interlace so that in the other direction. And then come down and up and down and up. Oh, very good. Release. Give those shoulders a couple bounces here. Awesome. Now we're going to go into our teacups. Let's hold our hand out like this. We keep it flat as though there's a teacup in it. We're going to bring it in, out, around and up, over. Yes. Good. Thinking about trying to let that hand stay relaxed. We don't want to tense up the wrist or the fingers to keep the hand flat. We want to let the arm stay nice and loose and allow its movement and the twisting to help keep that hand flat. Give me two more. Fantastic. And then let's go the other way. Ooh, this is my spicy direction. If it gets a little spicy, feel free to go a little slower. Take a deep breath. Think about relaxing more into it. We're not going to push through. Last time. Fantastic. All right, other side when you're ready. All right, begin. In, out, up, over. Very good. Let's go back to the other direction. Again, thinking about keeping those hands and wrists relaxed. Good, give me one more. Oh, good. Good. Ah, wonderful. All right. Let's bring our hands here to prayer position. And we're going to just kind of move the hands around. So we're nice and slow. We're going to inhale as we bring the hands to one side and exhale back to center. And to the other side. And back to center. We're going to bring them up. And back to center. And then down, keeping those palms together. And back to center. And then we're going to go back down. And back to center. And up. And back to center. And to the side. And back to center. And to the other side. And back to center. Now we're going to do a big circle. And back to center, exhale. And then we're going to go to the other side. Good, and exhale, letting the hands come down, push them down. It's okay if the palms start to come apart. And then we'll get all the way down, good. And let's go to our circle breath. Make sure the knees aren't locked out. Very, very good. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of a elbow work here. So we're gonna bring the arms straight out and then let the elbows come and just kind of hang. A little bit of this. And then do circles. And we'll go the other way. Perfect, good. Now let's do a little bit of work on those wrists and hands, and more than we did with just this. So we're gonna interlace the fingers together. Once you bring them up, and what I like here is this nice, almost 90-degree angle, right? Good. And then think about lifting with the elbows and give yourself a little, do your little figure eights. But imagine the elbows are leading the movement. And that gives you a little more mobility in the wrist. Good, switch the directions. Very good, we're gonna stop. We're gonna interlace our fingers with the opposite thumb on top. Should feel super weird. And then go back to this part and do it again. Remembering focusing on the elbows. And reverse that direction. The reverse direction with the opposite thumb on top is always fun. It's so good for your brain. Thinking about new ways to move. Good, shake them out. Come here, we're gonna open our hands really, really big. We're gonna close them really, really tight. We're gonna open them really, really big. We're gonna close them really, really tight. We're gonna do that as fast as we can without losing any range of motion. Taking nice deep breaths, rooting. You should really start to feel it in those forearms almost immediately. Keep going if you can. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shake those arms out. Yeah, all that blood flow to the forearms. So that movement is actually really, really good for carpal tunnel. Shake your hands out in a different direction. It just gets chi and blood flowing to the area. Find another direction, to shake those hands out. Yeah. All right, good. Come back to center. And we're going to hold our ball here. And we're going to inhale as we open it, expanding the ball of chi. And exhale, contracting it. Just take a few minutes to do this on your own. Explore your connection to chi. What does it feel like? I like to focus on the sensations between my hands. And what it feels like when I pull the hands apart from each other, what that feels like as they come closer together. If you haven't yet, try closing your eyes while you do this. And really begin to lengthen your breath. All right, very good. Hold here for a minute. After our next inhale, exhale, we're going to draw all that chi in to our lungs as we hold in big and hold like this. All right, so one regulating breath here. We open, expand the ball, inhale into the lungs. Exhale, bring everything back in as we prepare to inhale, to hold, drawing everything in and go. And exhale. One more time, draw in, big breath, hold it in. And exhale. Let's regulate our chi by breathing into our ball. Good. This time let the hands come to the Dantian, palm over palm. Very good. We're going to do a little bit of channel tracing now. So we're going to open up this one arm, bring the hand from the Dantian kind of up. And as our channel starts here, we're going to trace. You can touch your skin if you want. You can hold it above. We're going to do it a few times. So just practice. We're going to trace down the inside of the arm, out around the fingers, and then up the back side of the arm. Turning the head, coming across the face, and we go to the other side. Down across the fingers, back up the back of the hand, the other side of the arm, across. Good. Let's do the other arm again. Down the inside, out around the fingers and up the backside. Across the face and to the other side again. Good. We're going to bring all of our weight onto one foot. And we're going to trace down the inside of this leg here. And then over the tops of the toes and back up the outside of the leg. Come back to center here. And then we turn and we come down the inside of the leg. And we go up the outside of the leg. Again on the other side. And back to the other leg. Very good. And then we're going to bring our hands up at the top of that back and just hold here for a minute. And then we're going to push our hips forward as we arch that back just a little bit. You can do it as much or as little as you want. Come back up. Take a breath, root through that dantian. Exhale. This time, go into the bend with the inhale. And back up for our exhale. Good. And then we're going to drop those hands and we're going to come forward and just hang here for a minute. If there's too much pressure on your back, you can put a little bend in your knees. Good. Drawing the hands up the legs as we come up. We're just going to reach up and stretch. Yes, and release, come down. Good, fantastic. Let's do a little bit of posting. So find that nice center neutral stance. Bring a little bit of bend into your knee. And then we're going to hold our arms here like we're holding a big bucket or hugging a big tree. Good. I think about keeping that low back nice and relaxed, letting it come down, keeping that chin tucked, and keeping these hands, we're not all the way up here. We want to keep those shoulders open. When I think about this kind of roundedness here, I want a nice big circle. With every inhale, imagine chi coming in and filling up that space in between your arms. Every exhale, imagine the arms lengthening and relaxing. Feel the shoulders stretching and opening. Without lifting your feet, rock gently back and forth, trying to find that spot where the weight is evenly distributed through the whole foot. And just focus on your breath here. Think about straightening that spine, lengthening it, feeling it stacked vertebra on top of the other. Checking in with your back, checking in with your shoulders, your breath, keeping everything relaxed, open, full. Just a few more seconds. Good. Bring the thumbs and fingers together in a triangle. Bring that in towards the chest. Exhale, press everything down. Circle breath. Feel the chi moving through the arms and the hands. Good. Last time, we're going to bring our hands together over our head. Come down and touching our forehead, touching our heart, grasping our dantian. Deep breath into the lower abdomen, into the hands. And just exhale, sigh. Let's do one more inhale, and on our exhale, laugh a little bit. Oh, wonderful. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful class. Thank you all for showing up and participating with me. And we'll see you soon.